back to another recording of the Elevate Media Podcast. I'm Chris Anderson, your host, and today we're going to talk about what's keeping you from success. One of the most common reasons that people are failing is scarcity mindsets. So I'm going to go over three things that will show you if you have a scarcity mindset or not. The first one, if you're all about avoiding risk instead of finding opportunities, then you have a scarcity mindset. When we focus so much on just avoiding risk, being safe, avoiding fearful things, avoiding the what ifs could happen, letting those what ifs stop us from anything. That's scarcity mindset. That is keeping us down. That's keeping us from succeeding because we're not going out and finding those opportunities. We're not seeking those opportunities. Instead, we're allowing the what ifs, that scarcity mindset to drag us backwards. And that might seem obvious with this one, but in business, a lot of the times we want to try to play things safe. But playing it safe isn't always beneficial to us and to our businesses. A lot of the times when you put yourself in a little bit of risk, calculated risk, even maybe, those opportunities are going to come. They're going to find us. It's I worked so hard, I got lucky kind of thing. When we work so hard, we take the right steps and we're doing the right things and we just stick with it, it just seems like we get lucky. We put us we put ourselves in the path of that luck. And the same thing with taking calculated and sometimes uncalculated risks, that can set us up for big opportunities. It's for an example. Maybe you have a really big deal going on and you have to do some free work to show this client what your worth is, what you're able to do for them. And it's a lot of hours and it's a lot of time commitment. And maybe you've invested your own money to get things done, with the risk being they might not say yes. They might say, no, we don't want to do this. After all those hours and work you put into it, they might still say no. So maybe you're out some funds, maybe you're out a lot of time, maybe you just are frustrated with it. Or it could be yes, and it could be the biggest deal you've had. It could be the stepping stone to the next thing. It could be a connection that sends you a bunch of referrals. You don't know, but you would never know if you didn't take that risk. And even if they said no, you've improved your skills. You've gotten better. You've been able to practice what you've just done. And maybe they send people your way still because they're like, oh, yeah, they do exactly what you want. It wasn't for us, but it was amazing work and it's what you're wanting. So not taking that risk again slows your growth. So, number one is focus on avoiding risks instead of seeking opportunities. In this one, you might not see a scarcity mindset, but when you think everyone is your client or customer, that's part of scarcity mindset because on intrinsically deep down, that's to make you feel safe. That's to make you feel comfortable. Yeah, everyone's my client. Yeah, they're all out there. Whereas abundance is no, like I know who exactly I want to help, how I want to help them, and it's just that avenue. It's not everybody. I know I don't help everyone. I focus on these individuals by helping them in this way get this solution. That's abundance because you're not scared of missing out or putting yourself in a box or things of that nature because there's so many people out there within that niche that you can help. Whereas if you're like, "Oh yeah, everyone's my client, I'm gonna help everyone," that's almost from a place of intrinsic fear of not having enough clients within a niche down sector. So it's a really deeper issue there when you think everyone is your customer and client because you really have a scarcity mindset of lack of thinking that you can't serve a certain demographic because there aren't enough. It's basically where it comes from. So that's the second one. So to switch that, narrow in who you help, narrow down on who you help and how you help them, and don't think that you're gonna run out of people to help because there are thousands and thousands of people out there, if not millions, within that same demographic, that same niche that you can help, and you're not gonna reach them all quickly. You're not gonna reach them all, and they're not all gonna become clients at once, and if they did, you'd be in trouble. So be thankful for the growth journey itself doesn't happen all at once, and that's why there's no overnight success because we wanna be ready for it. So narrow in, figure out who you help, that customer persona, that ideal client, and don't focus on helping everyone. Get out of that scarcity mindset of thinking that you help everyone and anyone and start healing and growing out of that deeper rooted fear of lack. And then the third And final thing I want to cover within the scarcity mindset is that in the scarcity mindset, you see other people in your market as competitors, as competition. And this is sometimes a really hard one to overcome. You think the other person doing what you're doing is out to steal your clients. And there are probably some oddballs out there that are focused on stealing other people's clients instead of just getting their own, and they're going to get what's coming to them in my mind. But when we are focusing on other people as competitors in our market, we're having a scarcity mindset because we're fearful. We're afraid that they're going to take our client, that there's not enough for everyone. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. There is enough individuals in our markets out there that we can all succeed and be very well off. We just, again, have to focus on that ideal customer persona in ourselves because Joe Schmo is not me and he is not going to do business and he's not going to produce results like I can. And I'm not going to be able to do it like he can. We can still get great results for our clients, but we're going to do it in a different way, in a different flavor, in a different path that his clients love him and my clients love me. And they might like each other, like they might like him, they might like me, but we're different. So focusing on yourself, your individuality, your uniqueness, and how you bring that to your business, and just focus on your ideal clients. Don't worry about what other people are doing. It's not competitors. It's not competition because there's enough out there for everyone. So you've got to switch your scarcity mindset from thinking that people in your market doing the same thing or close to the same thing are competitors. They're going to steal your clients. Get out of that. Get out of that fear mindset, that scarcity mindset, and get into abundance and understand that there's plenty out there for everyone. There's plenty of clients out there for everyone. There's plenty of money out there for everyone. You just got to focus on your journey, focus on what you're doing, do it to the very best of your ability, and keep growing. So these are just three things that can help you identify if you have scarcity mindset or not. There are many others out there, but I just wanted to hit on these top three. And I hope that you can reflect. I hope you can look at yourself and say, okay, maybe I have some of these. Maybe I'm dealing with some of these right now. Or maybe, wow, these three have opened my eyes and I actually am doing these other things that is a scarcity mindset and I didn't think about. So I hope this can help you reflect. I hope this quick episode can help you start unlocking that abundance mindset more and get rid of that scarcity mindset that's slowly holding you back so you can continue to elevate. Remember, you're not out there to help everyone and anyone. Narrow in on your clientele. Make sure you're out there taking opportunities, taking some risks. Now, this is just my opinion. So take it with a grain of salt, but you got to have some risk. You got to risk it for the biscuit. So if you're always trying to avoid risk and stay safe, that's a scarcity mindset. And then the second one, remember, you're not out there helping everyone and anyone. Narrow in on who you can help and how you can help them and be the very best at that. And then third, people in your market, people who are doing the same thing as you or close to it, they're not your competition. They're not your competitors. They don't matter because they're not you and they can't do things just like you and you can't do things just like them. So focus on your journey, focus on doing what you do for your clients the very best you can in your uniqueness and have that abundance mindset there that there's enough for everyone, for you and all your competitors or all the people doing the same thing as you. So I hope you can take this, put it into practice, go out, elevate your brand, elevate everything you're doing, and we'll talk again next time.